Can you slide over this way so you can be?
Oh, I forgot this is serious. I'm thinking.
Oh gosh, did we forget we was being
I'm like,
serious? All right, so we're waiting for her to come on. Maybe I can just start an introduction. Well, I'll wait until she get there before I start. Hey, 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 what you say? That's a deal word.
No.
She said, hey now, what you saying now?
Because he's definitely an all-star.
Well, it's somebody's
birthday. Woo, 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 woo. It's a real hit anniversary. Woo, woo.
And it will continue to be his birthday for the next 3 to 6 months. So be ready.
Minimum.
He comes with hat and all. Okay.
I come fully, a full set.
Yes. We have something interesting going on today. I have been through quite an experience, and I found some other people who's been going through the same thing that I've been going through. And so I wanted to provide this platform for them to tell their story so we can get the word out and we can do something about the hospitals and DHS and adult services and how they are abusing power in every way. And they're thriving, it seems, off of tearing families apart. And they do it maliciously. They tell lies and oh gosh, just nasty, a bunch of nasty people. Oh shoot. That's our special guest for today. I didn't realize that it's 9:30 in her area and we were due for 10:30. Oh my goodness. So that's my fault. I should have. But she says she's going to be ready in 5 minutes. So I love her. Love her energy. She's an amazing warrior.
And it's my understanding that we're speaking with someone that has been through the same things that you're now talking about now.
Yes.
And to give us tips of how we can actually help ourselves and then also
she has got to the other side of the judicial system, the corrupt and injustice justice system. And I got a picture that I would like to share. I got to learn how to work all this stuff. But let me show you guys on YouTube Live the picture that she sent me, because it was just like, you go, girl. Let me see. So wait, I didn't introduce this guy. I said it was his birthday, but I didn't tell you guys who he was. And that's my cousin, my fave. Well, one of my faves, but my closest. Everybody knows. They know how he is. You saw my face like one of my faves. What do you mean one? Listen.
I forgot we was in front of people, and I'm bad.
I'm being politically correct at this point.
She got 1 million watchers, so she don't want anybody in feelings. But let's keep this all the way 100.
Yes, but this is Ashton Tommy Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Ashton Tommy Johnson. He is the world traveler. Yeah. He is the life of the party. Ashton is cousin Got, aka good old Tom. Ashton comes to show up, show out, and
bring you a little joy and leave better than when you came.
And it works. I'm telling you, he's a one-man band. So yeah, it's his birthday. Today's not his birthday, but Ashton, like I said, he celebrates for 3 to 6 months. So beings though, it's only been what, 10 days?
Yeah, that's nah.
This is very much
this
so
still
party mode.
This is the opening ceremonies. It's the open, the middle, and the close.
Exactly. So Ashton is here with me today for my very first interview of many, because we have tons of people who want to tell their story, and you guys will be floored when you find out the injustice that has been taking place, the lies, the manipulation. Oh my gosh, the semantics, it's just been disgusting. It's been disgusting. And they've been getting away with it for way too long. So it's time for us to make some noise. Okay,
That was the
that's that pull over that.
two. Yeah.
This ain't that type of meeting,
No,
Ashton.
no, I'm sorry.
I had to tell him 74 times this is a serious meeting. This is not one of those. He's not about to be laughing and geeking because we are, presenting something very near and dear to me. And although we cut it up badly, this is one of those.
Place.
Yeah, this is one of those.
And I just want to say this is my cousin, my favorite.
Yes.
Because she's a go-getter. No matter what's thrown at her, she amazes me. And I'm not just saying it to be nice,
and
but
he
it's
amazes
me
back.
I'm like, wow. So
I'm happy that you're here. This is a very important meeting. Let me show you guys. I gotta get this young lady's name, but this is a picture of her and her children after court. You see that? So her energy alone and her children's energy alone is just, amazing. And so I'm happy to be interviewing her and getting her side of the story. Yep. So that's who we will be interviewing tonight. Her name is Brooke Marr. And she's going to give you guys some tips if you're going through this situation with DHS, adult services, the hospital. The hospital, once you find out too much information, the hospital has a way of trying to get you to shut it up. And so when you start to speak on things and you look into those my charts, this is what I urge everybody to do. Look in your my chart. Do not just take your doctor's word for it. Go into your my chart, look at the labs. You can highlight the labs on the top and it'll take you right to to the web search, and you can see what that means. You can see what that test result means and the value of it, whatever the percentage of it is. You can figure all that out. It's easy. You got Google right in the palm of your hand. Use it. Stop taking the doctor's word for it because they be lying. They be capping, okay? They're gonna give you what comes with the prescriptions that needs more prescriptions. That's just how it goes. But we're not here for that tonight. That's a whole nother show, which I will be talking about soon. But we are talking about the injustices of DHS, CHF? It's all different types of letters for different states or whatever like that. So, it's just time that we start making some noise about this. You got anything you want to say? Because you've been riding by my side through what's been going on with my son. So anything you like to say just from being a family member watching this from the outside in?
What I would say is just very sad. It just shows you that corruption is real and it's not just in the political landscape. It goes on when the cameras aren't on. And this is something that a lot of families deal with on a day-to-day basis, but it goes unheard.
Yeah.
So I commend your courage to go live, even when it may not be popular.
Exactly.
Because you're saving lives, not just your own family, but also others. And oftentimes, I just want to add that, people are not sympathetic or empathetic, rather, until it becomes you.
No, this is true.
So just make sure when you're looking at it, don't just keep scrolling because it's not at your doorstep. Not that I'm hoping it's there, but you just never know. So
the Be Chuji podcast and the Start Chuji page is no judgment at all. Yeah. Because we never know how we would handle things unless it was knocking at our front door.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I didn't ever foresee myself going through this. I've been what I thought was the ideal mother this whole entire time. Like, you can tell me different. My children tell you the same thing. Mm-hmm. So, and the people around me would say it. So we would never think that like adult services or some type of program would step in, some type of agency would step in.
It's supposed to be a help.
That's supposed to help and cause the trauma that they've been causing in our family's life. And the lies, oh my gosh, the lies, the deception, and it's being not only accepted but like welcomed.
And it almost becomes normalized.
It is.
It's like, what do you mean? Like, this is not right. What are you talking? So a lot of these hospitals and doctors, what happens is they're not used to people challenging them.
That's
As
right.
soon as you challenge, now it's a problem.
Exactly. What is the house on fire? I said it's the house on fire.
Because we set it on fire.
We set it on fire in here already. We ain't even get started. We ain't started yet. But yes, this is true.
She's going to come on and she's going to drop some gems and give us some knowledge.
Yes.
How she kind of like went through it and what she did. So she's almost here.
Yeah, she's. Let me see. All right.
She's very detail oriented. 5 minutes.
Oh yes.
She like 2.5.
She like 2.5 minutes. I'll be right there. I love it.
We're on the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. But we're gonna get it done.
So to everybody who is watching, this will be uploaded. The full video. I just went live right now, but the full video with the Zoom and Brooke will be on YouTube tomorrow. We got to do some editing and things like that, but it will be up tomorrow. Let's see if she's in. There we go, Ashton. Hold on. Do you got your camera on? Cause let's see.
I'm trying to figure out.
You know, this is our first show, so don't judge us. We are figuring this out. We are figuring this out along the way, but just waiting for her to come in. Okay, I see you, cuz there you go. It says okay. Yeah, take your speaker off. Okay, perfect. She's in. All right.
What's this?
That's to speak. So your microphone is off. That's good because it'll be like echoey. Yeah. There you go. We got one in. You're in. You got your speaker off.
Yeah.
All right. we should have asked Mushi to help us.
He was like, I'm not.
What she said, y'all old people figure this out on your own. All right, recipients. There we go. Recipients. Admit. All right. Hey, girl.
Hello.
Hold on. Let me show my Facebook Live. All right. So I got it. I had to get you on my Facebook Live, but I'm going to edit this video and upload it to, not Facebook, I'm sorry, YouTube. We're going to upload it to YouTube. So Brooke is here, ladies and gents. You want to introduce yourself? Well, I've already did a soft introduction, but you can go ahead and let them know what you want them to know about you, Ms. Brooke. Can you hear me? Oh, hold on. Can you hear me now?
You're muted.
Okay. How about now?
There we go.
All right, turn your mute.
Mine muted.
I just turn it down. Hey, girl.
Hi.
How are you? So
good. How are you?
I'm well. Thanks for asking.
I could just.
Yeah, that's cool. So, this is my cousin Ashton. It's his birthday, so he's here.
Happy birthday!
Yes,
thank you.
You know, I told him, I said we can turn up a little bit, but we got to get serious about this because this is a serious matter that we need to get the word spread on immediately.
Absolutely.
So,
yes.
Yes. So I'm just gonna let you go ahead. The floor is yours. Welcome to the Pt1 podcast. And you have a story to tell us, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
My name is Brooke Marr, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. And I won pro se in the 21st Judicial Circuit of St. Louis, which is almost impossible to do. Wow. So that first and foremost is huge. Okay?
Yes, it is.
She did it by herself.
It's crazy because I had two cases. The first case that I had, I was really so naive, uneducated, I didn't know what to do. I felt so alone. I thought I was the only person going through this and that there wasn't anybody else like me. And so I truly trusted our legal system, and obviously that was a big mistake.
Oh,
and,
man.
you know, it's so sad that you put your trust that they are going to do the right thing because you're simply leaving your abuser. And that was what was happening in my case.
Wow.
I simply left my abuser. I filed for divorce. I got trapped in the family courts. It was just not good. So the first time around, I left my ex-husband in 2018 due to abuse and cheating, and my kids were not happy, and it was just time to leave. So I left, and we moved to Missouri, right? We're co-parenting at this point, and he is absent from the picture for 2 years. Okay,
Oh, wow.
Let me preface that. It's very important. He was absent from the picture for 2 years while I was raising my girls. I had my little newborn baby with my new boyfriend.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. She's 5 now.
Oh, okay, but then, okay, I got you.
How long ago this was.
Right.
But so she was brand new when this was happening.
Wow.
And what happened was, I literally went into the family courts, and I trusted them. I had Judge Lassiter and Kimberly Whittle as my GAL and my judge. And what originally happened is when I called, so I was trying to get their dad in their life, right? So he had been absent for 2 years. I was trying to be a good parent. My kids were asking for him. You know, I was trying to have him involved in my life,
Right.
which is their life, not mine. But I called and reached out to him one day, and it was a big mistake because he came over, he picked them up one day, and that was the last time I saw them in 11 months.
Oh, my
For the very
gosh.
first time. That was just the first time. And now, mind you, he had been absent for 2 years, and then all of a sudden I called him one day, and he comes and picks up the girls. He brings them to his house. I called the police, of course. I don't know that this is all a debacle and a scam. It's right in the middle of COVID. I was like, okay, what in the world is happening with my kids? Like, I don't feel comfortable that I don't have access to them.
Right.
He shut all his windows, his blinds, and of course the cops say, well, is there a custody order? And I didn't even know there had to be to have access to your kids. So I said, no, there's no custody order, but I've had them for the last 2 years.
Right.
And I don't understand why this is happening. And all he kept saying was, get an attorney, get an attorney, get an attorney.
Oh, that's all they say.
The brainwashing. Right?
Yes, they are. Get the attorney. Yes. Because that's all, the attorney is all part of the scam.
The scam.
They're all
Correct.
part of it.
They're the most important part of it.
Because they won't hear you, right? If you don't have that.
Correct. No, exactly. So I start this repetition style Russian roulette of lawyers. Okay, I'm desperate at this point. He gets a really good lawyer because he has mommy and daddy helping him. I have nobody in Missouri. So I am living here for my children, and I have to get a attorney. I find an attorney who is a GAL in the area who I did not know was a GAL at the time. His name is George Tillman. And let me give you some good advice. Never find a lawyer on a Facebook group, okay? It's just not a good idea. I had a big problem. I was desperate. I typed this long paragraph out to this mom support group. His assistant reaches out to me and says, I have the perfect lawyer for you. He's going to fight for you. He's going to do everything for you. I was like, bet, do it. I take every penny that I have out of the savings account that I have, and I give it to this man. His name was George Tillman, and this man files my case first and foremost in the wrong county. That added 4 months to my case. We did it in
on purpose.
Now there's a drop down menu. No, I think he was just stupid. Okay, so there was a drop down menu when you're an attorney, and it tells you the counties where the cases are. St. Genevieve is right above St. Louis. He misclicked. Okay, due to this man's misclick, it added 4 months on to me not having my children. I was going insane. Okay, I had a little one. I had the other girls enrolled in school. I had everything set up. I had a house. I had, everything we were having a routine, and that was their routine for 2 years. This man was absent, and all of a sudden they moved schools. Mom's not in their life anymore. They're in mental duress. They're in mental stress. And all I can hear is, I'm working on it. There's nothing you can do. You can't get the GAL changed. You can't do this. Kimberly Little still hasn't met me at this point and has still just made the order to take away my kids for no reason.
Exactly.
First and foremost, what the GAL
That's like
did.
kidnapping.
She goes,
That's what it
she
is.
had,
Legal.
I think, maybe a 10-minute conversation. A GAL stands for guardian ad
I was
litem.
going to
They
say
are
for the
Yeah.
people, let them know.
representatives of the kids. So they have what the best interest of the kid is, which is never the case.
Never.
Okay, let's just preface with that. And unfortunately, that's what happened. She latched onto my ex, who was the abusive person in the picture, and I was the protective parent. She knew that I would not stop. So I dumped every resource I had. I fired that attorney. I get a new attorney, Jamie Emma Heiser and Riley Hamilton. They tell me the same thing. You cannot get this GAL off your case. That's not true.
Yeah.
That is not
You
true.
can fire
It's
anybody
like,
as the
just
client.
not do it. It's bad for business. Okay, you can't do it at your kids. It's bad for business. It's a bad look. I was like, okay, something's going on here. I know something's going on here. They're gaslighting me, but I'm still not aware. Okay, I'm still trusting in the system. I'm trusting my lawyer that I just paid $3,000 to retain. I'm trusting that the GAL is going to do the right thing because I'm still naive, and I'm trusting the court system. And nothing happens for months and months and months. I didn't get to talk to them. I called every night to Zoom talk to them to say goodnight. He wouldn't answer. I'm telling the GAL, like, he's not keeping even open communication with me. This is wrong. I was like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't understand. He's the one abusing me.
Right.
How am I the person that you are putting all this negative attention on and alleging that I'm not doing the right thing? I was like, how dare
No, this
you?
is crazy.
And the whole thing was, he didn't like my boyfriend, and he took him to court for an ex parte order, and the judge laughed at him and said, we're dropping this. This is ridiculous. So he never had basis to stand on this in the first place. So he was just angry that I had moved on and had another baby. Okay, so we established paternity. We go through all this stuff. Meanwhile, I fire, or they always like to withdraw before they actually say that we fired them, right?
Right.
They never want to make it look like the client made the decision.
Right.
It was always them withdrawing. Like, oh, we withdraw because we couldn't agree on the outcome. Or, oh, I withdraw because client couldn't pay even though I had a payment plan. You know, stupid silly stuff like that. Technicalities that I had no idea were technicalities. So moving on, we finally get to a point where I fire her and I hire Flesner Wenzel. They're a very big name in St. Charles. They're for being corrupt because they are a low-income attorney. Their whole spiel is, single moms, single dads, you need a payment plan, you need an attorney, I got you. It's a total scam. It's a money grab. And so I believed them. What happens? A divorce parenting plan gets written up. At this point, I'm getting I got 6 hours for Christmas in the first time in years and years. And that was the only visitation I got. And they wouldn't let me even do overnight. And I had a really lonely, sad Christmas. I never felt so alone and just helpless, you know? And I didn't know there was a whole community of people out there. And so then what happens is we get a 50-50 agreement. My lawyer doesn't even read over the thing. Okay, he gets it signed and notarized without me, my attorneys, or anybody looking over it. So it gets signed with order of protection language involved. Your boyfriend can't be within 500 feet of my kid.
What?
Wait, what? Yeah, I said, excuse me, I didn't sign to that. I did not sign to that. Like, where did that appear from? He added it in before he got to the courthouse. But since Myra and Erica Wenzel and Mrs. Myra Flesner did not look over my divorce agreement, I got bent over, as they say. So I got the 50-50 with the stipulation of boyfriend can't be around when you have your girls on your custody time. That breaks up my family 50% of the time.
Right.
So 50% of the time, we have two households at this point. We are trying to make it work. We're trying to be, you know, as respectful to the agreement as we can. We are following it. He is not. At this time, he's taking them wherever he wants without asking. He's
Right.
bringing them to medical appointments without asking, and he's running the show. And I'm like, how did we get to this point? It went good for about a couple months, and then I get a knock on my door, and it's the police. And I'm like, oh, great. I get served with a motion to modify. Apparently, I had been having my boyfriend around, okay? So that was the alleged, like the allegation, was that I am in contempt now because my boyfriend was around. Now, he was only around for exchanges and, you know, a lot of different, like past buys, but he was never in the same room as them. Never with them because I didn't want to break the agreement. I didn't know what signing under duress was. And unfortunately, I signed that, right, without them looking over it. And so the motion to modify put in the first case, I had Judge Lassiter and GAL Kimberly Whittle. The second time that I went to court, I hired a limited representation lawyer because at this point my funds are exhausted, right? I'm sick of doing this. I have no money, I have no hope, and I have no more in there to give to the tank of the family court. But I knew that, and one of the famous quotes that Kim Whittle says, if you don't sign this right now, you'll never see your kids again. And that just was not true. That wasn't true, but she also did something called like financial abuse, where she said, hey, if you don't give me my money, I'm going to strike your pleadings and your ex will win, which is an abuse tactic that the court does. And I was like, whoa. So I would call my parents, beg them to help me fund that bill that I would never get an itemized listing for. I would always pay in cash. And I would always hand it right to her house, and she would always call me, and there would be no paper trail.
Oh, wow.
That's the big ding. She would like email me and said, "Hey, call me. It's about payment." And I didn't know at that time. Record document. And that's really important for everybody to listen.
My cousin said she should be.
Is she practicing law? Is she?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
She's not disbarred
every year for judge, and she just keeps getting denied. Oh, it's the best. It's
That's
like
crazy.
She keeps going up for judge, and she keeps getting smacked
You
down.
could have reported her to the Bar Association so they can disbar
We
her.
already made several OCDC complaints.
Yeah.
And, okay, let me give you a fun fact. The Bar Association will only protect their clients.
Of course.
Clients are the GALs and the lawyers and the
Sorry,
judges. They
silly
don't
me.
care about you.
At all.
They don't.
They all work together.
Silly
They all
me.
work together. It goes all the way up to the media.
Oh, yes.
If they have contracts, we won't talk about this.
Yep.
They have contracts with the police. We won't enforce this. They have contracts
The
with
hospitals.
the judges.
Yep.
The highest bidder wins.
Yep.
The highest bidder gets the kids. And unfortunately, in that situation, that was my ex. Now, the second time around, I come back with a little more tenacity and a little bit more education because I meet a group of women. And I'm like, okay, there's more of us. There's more people. There's only 5 at this point, but there's more. That was in 2022. And we're starting this litigation, the motion to modify. And I'm scared, I'm terrified because I have this attorney who, by the way, has 2 DUIs and drugs on the record. And I didn't do my research, of course, because I was desperate. And then I snapped out of the mindset of you need a lawyer.
Yeah.
And that's where it all started, is I don't need this lawyer. I felt empowered. I felt like, guess what? I'm going to do this. So every single day, I did a little bit more and more education, and I got a little more educated, a little more knowledgeable about the law, and a little bit more in this chess game, right? And I came across this video. It's very, very mind-blowing, amazing video. Sorry, my dog's crazy. This video is called Delete Zoom Call for Cash for Kids. And it has, looky, it has my GAL, my
Wow.
past GAL, and a bunch of other judges that are like, hey, we're laundering money. Hold on one second. Hey, quit it. Okay, sorry, my dog.
No, it's all good.
Drive by.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right. So the second time around, I was assigned Judge Megan Julian Higgins and GAL Laura Stobie, okay? And I see this video. It's on Zoom Cash for Kids. And I see Laura Stobie, Kim Little, Pauline Hubble, and all of these people on this video. And I start thinking, I'm like, what is going on here? Like, why are they allowing this to happen? And I was baffled by it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, look, it's my GALs. I'm sending it to my family. I'm sending it to my friends.
That's right.
I'm sending it to everybody. I'm like, look, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. This is happening. And I was like, it was the first sense of validation that I got in years. It was the first sense of,
girl, I'm so
right, Brooke.
It's giving me the chills.
Right.
I love that.
Right. And so that first little glimmer and spark of inspiration caused me to go into a frenzy. So I fire the lawyer, I get with this group of women, and we start scheming on how to attack my case. And the first thing we did was do a motion to preserve the record, which means they can't go in that back room and they can't do their little talkie.
Because that's right. Oh, girl, what?
So it's called a motion to preserve the record. You have to do it. It's first and foremost so important. So everything that happens.
Yeah, look, my cousin is writing this down. No, we're going to talk. We have to talk. We have to talk after this for sure. Because I'm in my second hearing. This is the second hearing, and we didn't even get a chance to talk yet. My son is 18.
Oh, wow. So you've been through this for a long time.
No, this just started. He's 18.
No, and he's 18?
Yes, they are. Yo, they've been lying. I'm going to tell this whole story, but it's just, you got the floor right now. Go ahead.
No worries. So after we get a motion to preserve the record, they start like getting wide-eyed, like, oh no, this is going to like really start affecting things.
Mm-hmm.
And they are trying to. So my judge looks me straight in the face and goes, "Honey, this is too big for you. You can't do this without an attorney you can trust." I looked her back in the eye. I said, "I don't trust the attorneys. I don't trust judges.
Girl, I like you.
I don't trust DALs. I don't trust you guys." And I gave them a list of everybody that was on that Zoom call. And I said, slapped it on their table and said, these are the people I do not want involved in my case. Laura Stobie had a 10-minute conversation with me before she took my kids for the second time. She said, things really need to change, huh? And that, to me, indicated that she was on my side. I thought, finally, oh my gosh, we're getting somewhere. She's actually listening to me. She's listening to me. We're finally getting somewhere. 24 hours later, my kids get taken again. For reasons of, she called me transient because she told me that my home wasn't sufficient, that I needed to move. So I moved, and I had a temporary living situation for less than a month. It was a big camper, had efficient beds. It was very temporary. And I had a house waiting. I was just on a waiting list. And it was in their school district. It was perfect, right? In that time, she was able to use that against me, and she called me transient, which means I have no running water, no bed, no food. I'm homeless. Was never the case. Miss Stobie, I was not transient.
Period.
There was any place where I was transient. I was transitioning due to the instructions she gave me. And I thought that she was going to abide by it. She even talked to my boyfriend at the time and said, you're right, we need some change, in this. And then she latches on to my ex again. And here we go. I don't see my kids. I'm getting maybe 1 hour a month at the Cheesecake Factory. And I'm begging, him to just work with me. And I finally go up there, and his lawyer and him, his lawyer would always show up, and I would always show up, okay? My ex was never there. His lawyer and the judge looked at each other, laughed, and Elliot Goldberger was his lawyer, and he said, tell her, Judge, she's not going to beat me. She's never going to beat me alone. Pro se. Ha ha ha. It's on the record. On the record, he said that to the judge, and they both laughed, and they said, yeah, you're right. This is pretty stupid of this girl to go pro se against you, isn't it? And I was just like, okay, here we go. We're gonna play hardball then. So I file a motion to withdraw the GAL, and I note the kids for cash call, the Zoom call. I link it, I put pictures, and I have that motion on my CaseNet, and I'm sure I can get it as well in my transcripts because I have a cover-to-cover file that I'm getting from my first attorney.
Yes.
You should have all of that. And that's also important too. Anytime you switch attorneys, they must provide you a cover-to-cover file of every communication you've ever had, every payment, every email, every text, all the discovery. They should give you a folder this thick of all the stuff that they did for you. It's called a cover-to-cover file. Anytime you change attorney. I don't recommend attorneys, but some people aren't comfortable with that logic yet. And that's okay. We'll get you there. Because the logic that the system is working for you, it's not there. You know, they're working against you.
That's right.
They're not working for you.
That's right.
So it's really important
I've been literally saying
you get the confidence, to try to do this on your own, and you have to use the court of public opinion much rather than the court of law. That is where the power stands, the court of public opinion and the media. So as soon as I put that Cash for Kids link, she scurries like a cockroach. Goodbye. Bye, Laura Scobie. Never hear from her again. The documents that I saw from her, she was signing with backwards E's. I was like, what is happening here? There's forgery going on.
Oh, my goodness.
My drunk lawyer forged her signature. I don't know what happened there. But I like to call her Laura Scobie with the backwards E because I was always backwards E's on all her documents, and it didn't look like her writing. But that's okay. I digress. So she scurries. Okay, she's off the case. Now I'm in limbo. So every time I show up to court, they're like, we need a GAL. There's allegations of abuse and neglect, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm in my new house by now. I'm ready to go. I'm like, I have everything set up. Everything's perfect for the kids. I'm out of the camper that she made me move into.
Right.
And they get a private investigator to try to follow me around. They couldn't get anything because I wasn't doing anything wrong. And so it was just funny how much money my ex jumped into these lawyers who are getting sued, by the way, because they can't shush up with their client attorney privilege, and they're blabbing their mouth all over St. Louis to each other about each other's cases. So if you look up the attorneys Hayes and Hayes, it's H-A-I-S and H-A-I-S, Hayes and Hayes. Elliot Goldberger is one of their attorneys.
Wait, spell that one more time.
Can you say the first name again?
H-A-I-S, it's Heiss and Heiss, or Hayes and Hayes. Susan is her name.
H-A-I-S-S.
Oh, that's the name of the firm.
Yeah, that's the name of the firm. Heiss and Heiss.
And then the later,
husband.
And the attorney's name is Susan Harris. Susan Heiss. Her last name says Heiss.
I know, so it lets you know. Oh no, what was it?
It probably ended. That's crazy. Does she have? You have her number?
I do.
Yes, maybe she has to start another meeting.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to upgrade because I gotta wait 9 minutes.
I'm gonna kind of get some water.
Yeah, go ahead. Get some.
I'm in class. I'm like, do I have a time for a break?